What is going on, guys? And oh my god, I am more excited for Destiny the Taken King than I ever have been. Just because of Game Informer, these last couple days, they've just been feeding us so much amazing shit to just give us hype upon hype. Now to really recap what happened yesterday, which I was gonna make a video of, but then I seen this and I was like, all right, let's just combine it to one big video, which doesn't really do well on YouTube, but anyways, so recap what happened yesterday. All right, one, the Husk of the Pit is now fixed. It will drop, but not only will it drop more frequently, because the drop rate has been increased. There was a bug where it wasn't dropping at all, but that's fixed, and also they increased the value of it dropping. Thanks, Dext! My dog, asshole. Anyways, so the other thing is that the lady who sells us special requisites, or whatever they're called, she is gone. Not permanently. In the updates notes, patch notes, they did say she's taking a little break, which means in the Taken King she'll probably come back in some form. I'm guessing she's gonna be able to sell us ghosts if we do special tasks for her, because her stand has a bunch of these little ghosts, which is kind of what people are thinking. Maybe she sells ghosts. They may have always been there, I didn't really notice. Anyways, the other thing is that she is being replaced by this weird machine thing. It's a glowy, it's all futuristic. It looks like something you pay money for, like you swipe a card and then get something. Anyways, it looks neat, it's there. Boom! Also, that place will be where you access your shaders, which is going to be the thing. We'll get to it, it's all in the there. It's on my screen. I highlighted a bunch of shit, because on Windows 10 you can do that, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, they also added some Crucible things. Apparently, playlists weren't really cycling with the new House of Wolf stuff, so all that's really patched. The biggest news in the patch is that you can actually shift and look at your armor now, and that's amazing. For instance, a lot of the hunters had this problem where you'd have this tiny little thing on your arm, which just looked stupid, and ended up on the left arm with the one that you could not see, ended up having like this crazy ass spike coming out of it. It's like, it was really annoying you not being able to see that. Instead, you're forced to see the lesser side, if you will. So that's kind of shit, but they fixed it, so now you can rotate your armor and see all your badass gear and every little detail inside the armor. It's really great. And yeah. Alright, so now we're getting into the Taken King. Oh my god, I just spent like an hour reading through this, so I'm just gonna give you guys some like brief points on what they are and then probably talk about them. It'll make sense, it's fine. Alright, so this is coming from Game Informer. Go check the link in the description. It'll take you to this website. You guys can read it all if you want, but I'm just gonna be paraphrasing all the shit that they're saying, and yeah. Alright, so they start off by, alright, so these are the people that actually got to play the Taken King early, their thoughts and what they've experienced, and just talking about a bunch of stuff in Destiny. Alright, enough preparing, you guys, let's go. Alright, so the Dreadnought, that's what we're gonna be talking about first, and, the only thing that really stuck out to me was the thing that I think you guys should know, and it gets me really excited, is it says, there is one exotic weapon Bungie has broken into 50 pieces and scattered across the Dreadnought. So I'm looking forward to when the community finds all this the parts and we can make the gun. That to me is really cool. Also annoying because just knowing that exists, I'm gonna be checking out, like I want the gun just to know that it has like that mysterious value of like, and I imagine not a lot of people will go to the effort to actually try to find all the parts and put it together. I'm just hoping it's not like a bitch gun. Like I hope it's not like a crappy gun. But what really excites me about this is that it's an exotic that comes in the form of a quest, ish. You know what I mean? Like it takes away a tiny bit of the RNG from Destiny, which not to say that I hate the RNG in Destiny, just to say that it'd be nice to have an exotic weapon that I could work for, opposed to just being like, oh, I got it in Nightfall. Even though I get the same weapon in the Nightfall every fucking time, man. So I just thought that was pretty cool and thought I'd tell you guys about it. Oh, that's my microphone. Get down, boy. Alright, so this is actually pretty interesting. The Dreadnought is available to you, of course, and that's how you start your missions, etc. But when you get to endgame, there's going to be a ton of new missions for you on the Dreadnought. So I feel like that's really cool, so it kind of starts you off slow, but even when you get to endgame, there's just a bunch of more content for the people that actually make it to endgame, which is, if you play Destiny, you're making it to endgame. That's where the juice of Destiny is. But that to me sounds really cool, and also it makes it sound like it's not gonna, again, I'm pretty sure the rewards for like each of these missions, if they're gonna be endgame and if they're gonna be high tier leveled, we're gonna get something out of it, and I really hope, again, it's not so RNG based. It'd be cool to have that on the side, but if we could get like a special weapon, even if it's only a legendary, that'd be really cool if it was like specific to that quest. I'm happy. All right, so now it's gear and leveling. So if you do not know, the light level is getting completely thrown out of the game. The reason why is because it was really not balanced. Some people might have liked it, but the thing that makes you not like it is when you don't get the armor piece that you need to ascend yourself. Now, for people that just came to Destiny for the House of Wolves, you're not gonna really find this problem because it's relatively easy to find anything to boost your light level. But when Destiny first came out, you could only get max level by doing the raid, and then that RNG was still there, so you could be like stuck 3 months throughout the Destiny cycle and not have pants that are Vault of Glass pants because RNG didn't give them to you, and then that person, even though he plays so much, he wouldn't get the level, which is not fair. So it was kind of a wonky system, and it was really hard to explain to other people, to new people who were coming into Destiny, so they just scrapped it, went with the traditional level, which is great. But people that do get the Taken King and who have reached level 34 or around there, you know, if you know, your level will carry over. So I'm trying to say, your level from Destiny right now will carry over to the Taken King. So if you're level 34, you're gonna be level 34 when you get in there. That just means all the experience that you're gonna get is gonna boost you to probably endgame really fast, which is great for the people that have already kind of been at endgame. Amazing. All right. Now, this is the part that I love so dear. Now, Destiny, to me, the only problem that it has is you're not really able to personalize yourself too much because the end tier gear is always going to be the best, and that's always what you're going to wear. So with the light level, there was that there where you kind of had to wear your raid gear just because of the fact that, again, it came with a high light stat and whatever. So you had everyone looking the same, and the same thing happened with your ghosts. Anyways, so what I'm getting at is being able to personalize yourself and being able to personalize your little guide, which is your Dinklebot, which is not really a Dinklebot because it's not the guy who's not voice acting it. Anyways, you're able to customize your ghosts in terms of color. We have no idea if you're going to be able to customize it in terms of like a 3D thing. So we don't know if it's just like applying a skin to your ghost, or if it's like, my ghost has hive gunk on it that's bulging out of its side core. I don't know. If that's the case, then that's cool as shit. But along with Game Informer confirming that there are going to be ghosts in the game that are going to be like, you know, different colored ghosts and all that kind of stuff, is that they come with effects. Effects like boosting intelligence, boosting discipline, boosting strength. I think you get to choose between these three, like a perk getting selected. That's what they make it sound like, although it might be just like it comes built into the ghost, which just sounds amazing. Being able to have like if I want to go complete discipline build, I can just do that. And my ghost can give me more cooldown. I'll be able to throw grenades every second. It's gonna be great. And also another quick thing, your ghost can actually, a perk that can be on it is it can actually, whenever you pass spinning metal or spirit bloom or whatever, it will indicate to you that it's there. I don't know what that looks like, but that's what they talk about. So, or increased glimmer when killing hive. That's also a perk apparently. Boom. Alright, so 3 to me had a lot to do with the tower and kind of like your endgame mechanics, which was really juicy to me, so we're gonna go ahead and talk a lot about that. Again, there's so much other stuff in here that one of the things I don't really talk about in this thing is probably multiplayer stuff, just because that's not me. We'll talk about that later when we get to the multiplayer section. I'll be like, there's one thing that I found interesting. Alright, so the tower. Things that are gonna be changing in the tower. Alright, so this is only confirming things we've already heard. And I think it's been confirmed past this, but I thought I'd talk about it because why not? It's gonna be quick. Banshee, is it Banshee? Banshee. Banshee is the gunsmith. It's the guy who's in the corner. At least I'm pretty sure that's who he is. Please forgive me if I got that wrong. Essentially, he's going to give you an exotic quest. I would imagine that leads you to an exotic weapon called the Sleeper Simulant, which is a fusion rifle that goes in your heavy slot and fires like a railgun. Also can bounce off walls and shit. So cool. Hey guys, me here in post. I think I messed this part up. Basically, one of the things that Banshee is going to be able to do is he's going to have actually a reputation bar, and when you fill up that reputation by using the guns that he gives you, and I'm assuming some bounties along with that, when you rank up his bounty, or when you rank up his reputation, sorry, you actually end up getting to choose. Well, the way it makes sense in my head and the way I kind of understand it is when you get enough reputation with him, you'll be presented with certain gun stats. So for instance, you get hand cannons, assault rifles, scout rifles, etc. And then you'll get a pick, say I want a hand cannon. And then next day, he'll give you a hand cannon and then you can pick another gun. And I think this is what's going to kind of change / nerf re-rolling. That way you are able to re-roll, but you have to wait a day at least, and it's still kind of like a fun little gambling flip of the coin type of thing. This is not confirmed by any means. This just makes the most sense to me, and kind of the way they describe it, it kind of sounds like that. The way they describe it is they say you're able to pick a gun every day, so I would only imagine that you know, you have a bunch to pick from. Like, and they do mention like certain gun stats, like hand cannons, revolvers, not stats, base guns, I guess. Anyways, sorry guys, just thought I'd make that a little bit more clear, and here you go. Let's continue with this. Another thing to quickly recap, all the marks that you have, both Crucible marks and Strike marks or Vanguard marks, they're being merged into one mark called Legendary marks. Now, this to me warms my heart beyond words. Because I'm not a Crucible guy. As much as I'm not terrible at it, as much as I somewhat enjoy it at times, I'm not that guy. I'd much rather jump into, what do you call it, Vanguard playlists, Strike playlists, and just destroy and, like, have my build just chaotically destroy everything in its path, than to go into multiplayer and to have somebody shotgun me around the corner and I get mad. It's not a good look for me, and I'm not a fan of it. But this way, I don't have to sit there and grind out Crucible marks just to get that Crucible weapon, because every fucking vendor has is Crucible oriented. It's fucking annoying. But anyways, that problem is gonna be completely fixed by you being able to do strikes and get marks, and you being able to do Crucible and get marks. It kind of just makes it so it's not difficult for anyone. Takes away the struggle, basically. Happy about that. Yes, it's tired to see my thumb. It's so good. It's so good. All right. Also, all class materials that help you build like your armor and stuff is being destroyed, and it's going to be merged into one item called armor materials is what it's going to be called, and it's essentially just going to take away again, heavy plates, I think is for Titans, and then for hunters it's like sapphire wire. Is that it? It's like a wire. And then for warlocks, it's like a little tiny jar with sand or something in it. I don't know what it's called. But anyways, that's kind of nice. Again, it's taking away the frustration and the friction from the game, which I'm happy about. I'd recorrect myself. When I say destroy your old materials, I don't mean like getting rid of it. They're gonna imagine it's all just gonna accumulate into the one set, which is the armor materials. So it's not like motherfuckers are getting all my shit. No, it's fine. Now, something that a lot of people have already talked about, but this is new news, is Xrd is going to be selling a new thing that is going to be an upgrade. It's going to be a boost. What it is, it's basically called 3 of Coins, and what it does is it boosts your ability to get an exotic drop when you kill a boss. That's kind of amazing. That is the word, though, that's kind of weirding people out, is it says on a boss kill. Is this a raid boss kill or a strike boss kill? Hopefully strikes. That would make more sense to me. And yeah, so that's kind of cool. We get a little buff from Xrd. It boosts our chance to get exotic weapons when we kill a boss. Iffy with the word boss. Alright guys, hey, me here in Post, and I just want to let you guys know that there is more. There's plenty more, which is going to be in the next video where we talk about strikes and nightfalls and all that kind of stuff. So please stay tuned for that. And yeah guys, thank you guys so much for watching as always, and later guys.